In the previous video titled, Do You Really Believe?, we explained that in addition to having a belief in the coming of Moshiach, one has to develop an anticipation, a feeling of expectation that he's coming. And we explained why that's important. But today we're going to continue, and we're going to up the notches, and we're going to bring this to a whole new level. And this is based on the teachings of the Rambam, Maimonides. On the screen here, we have a text from In the Laws of Kings, chapter 11. The first law, the Rambam writes, and by the way, these are chapter 11 and 12 of the Laws of Kings are dedicated to the topics of Messiah and redemption. Highly encouraged to take a look. In chapter 11, the Rambam writes, anyone who does not believe in him, in the Messiah's coming, or does not await his coming, denies not only the statements of the other prophets, but those of the Torah and Moses, our teacher. So the Rambam is teaching us, according to Jewish law, the obligation of believing in Mashiach's coming is not enough just to believe in his coming, but one has to await his coming as well. That is, one has to have a feeling of anticipation. That's what it means to await his arrival, a real feeling of he's coming today, and I expect him to come today. And so we have to understand this. Just because I lack a feeling of anticipation, that means I'm already like an infidel. I'm already a denier in the Torah and in Moses. It's not enough just to believe. What's wrong? It's not a complete belief. Just because I don't expect his arrival today, that makes me a non-believer? How does that make sense? So the Rambam is teaching us, by adding the words, that it's not enough just to believe in his coming, but we have to anticipate. We have to await his arrival. He's teaching us that it's not just a lack of a feeling involved over here. Because if it was just a lack of a feeling, we know that just because you lack a certain feeling does not take any belief away. If one believes in God, but just lacks the feelings of love and fear, that doesn't take away the fact that he's still a believer. He's 100% a believer. Just because he lacks the feeling shouldn't take that away. How come over here, if one lacks a feeling of anticipation, so now he is considered a non-believer? So the Rambam says that when it comes to the belief of Mashiach, when one doesn't await his arrival, one doesn't expect Mashiach is coming today, this is indicating that he doesn't have a complete belief. In other words, there's a possibility for a Jew to believe in the concept of Mashiach's arrival. Yes, I believe in Mashiach's coming, but when he'll come, he'll come. Doesn't have to be today. I don't believe he'll come today. I believe he'll come maybe in 10 years from now, a few hundred years from now. That's when he'll come. But I believe in the concept. So he can be considered someone who believes in Mashiach's coming, in theory, the concept, but he cannot be considered someone who's awaiting Mashiach's arrival. Because for someone to be considered, you're awaiting, when you wait for something, it means you're expecting that thing to happen right now. For example, if you're waiting for a taxi to go to the airport, right, you're going to look out the window with great anticipation, and you're waiting when he's going to come. Especially if you really want to get to the airport for a special occasion, you don't want to miss the flight. You're going to be full of anticipation, and you're going to be expecting. Now, if he didn't come this moment, he's going to come the next moment. But you don't wait by the window with anticipation for a taxi that's going to come in 10 centuries ahead of us. So the Rambam is teaching us that for one to be completely believing in the coming of Mashiach, it's not enough to believe just in the general concept that he will come one day, maybe in centuries ahead. It's not enough to believe just in the concept. One also has to expect his arrival every day. So today, we have to anticipate his arrival today. Expect and believe that he can come today. And if he doesn't come today, then tomorrow I have to believe that he's going to come, or he can come tomorrow. Each and every day, we have to anticipate and expect. It's a feeling that we have to develop that he's going to come today. This is literally the obligation of believing in Moshiach. It's part of Jewish law. And one who believes like this, one who really expects Mashiach's arrival each and every day, it's going to be a game changer in the way they perform. Because if we really believe that Mashiach can come today, then imagine how much better I would perform. The way I would do my mitzvot, the way that I would treat the people around me, the way that I would learn and pray. It will bring a whole new vitality to my actions, the way I perform, and in general, the way I look at the world. If I'm expecting Mashiach's arrival each and every day, it's going to be a game changer. It's going to make us more prepared for when the time actually comes. And it says that salvation can come with the blink of an eye. So literally any second, any moment, this ultimate redemption can materialize. So this is the message the Rambam is teaching us, actually the law, practically. To be considered believing in Mashiach, we really have to have that expectation, the anticipation every single day. And that's why in the 12th principle of Jewish faith, the Rambam writes that even though he delays, I await his arrival every day, not once a year, every single day. So today Mashiach's coming, and we're going to see you with all of our loved ones in the Jerusalem, on the mountain, in the temple, with a full manifestation of all the beautiful prophecies, all the infinite blessings. May that be right now.